All right, number 5, we've got y to the negative 4, or sorry, yes, negative 4x. So the only difference now, a is negative. So this one should open down. And our h is 0, it doesn't move left or right. Our k is 0, so your asymptote is at 0. So y equals 0 should be our asymptote. I'll go ahead and put that on the graph because I know where that's going to go. And now let's get our values. So go into our y equals. We'll leave 4x on number 1 just so we can see the change. And we'll put in now negative 4 and raise it to the x. Let's hit graph. Blue one's what we started with. Red one's what it goes to. You can see the only difference is it's the same thing, it's just a reflection. It reflects over this axis, which is the x-axis. So, reflect over the x-axis. Now, to get our graph and our points, we're going to go second table, and we're just looking at the red ones. So, these ones over here. Negative 2 should be at negative 0.063, negative 0.25, negative 1, negative 4, and then negative 16. All right, I got all my points. Now let's graph it. So at negative 2, this one's going to go down to negative 0.63, so it's really close to 0, but slightly below it because it's negative. Negative 0.25, so it'd be about a fourth of the way down, maybe about right there. Negative 1, so right here. 1, negative 4. 2, 3, 4. Dot right here. And then 2, 16. 16 would be way down there somewhere. So let's just graph the points we can fit. Boom. There's our graph. All right, one more. Now, let's look at 6. We've got 1/4 x. Well, the a is positive, right? So this one opens up. There's no h, so there's no shift there, and there's no k, so your asymptote is still at 0. So I really don't know what's going to happen yet. Let's graph it and let's find out. So let's go back to our y equals and let's type this in as in parentheses. Now to put in a fraction, remember go to alpha y equals, push enter, and it's 1/4, close your parentheses, and then raise that to the x power. Now let's hit graph. So, there's our blue one, there's our normal one. There's our red one. So all it did is it looks like it took this and it flipped over there. That's called a reflection. So this is now a reflection over, not the x-axis, but it goes over the up and down axis called the y-axis. To get our points, let's use a shortcut. So second table, and let's go through this. So I need to be at negative 2, so that would be 16, 4, 1, 1/4, and then 1/16. Now graphing those, negative 2 up to 16, that's off the graph. So move to your next point, negative 1 up, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 1, 1/4, so maybe about right there, and 2, 1/16, so that one should just be lower. So here is our graph, and we got the comparison. Let me explain your assignment now. So this is your assignment. It's just called More Exponential Functions, homework 9-2. What you're going to do each time, I want you to fill out the table. Now, you may use the shortcut method. You may just go second table and pull up the points and graph the line. And then under each of these, it's going to start out with 3x, and then each time you're going to compare the graph to 3x. So the next one is 3x plus 1, and it says, how is this graph different than 3x? Then we've got 3x plus 3, and where x plus 3 is both in the exponent. How is this different than the graph of 3x? So each time you get the table, you graph it, and then you've got to go back and describe how it's different. Just like what we did in the notes, there's 6 problems I want you to do. These review problems, these will be bonus points. Do them if you want to. I'll give you 5 points apiece on these down here, okay? If you don't want to do those, they won't be counted against you. Make sure you do all the way to problem 6. Hope this was helpful, and good luck on your assignment.